Hi YouTube. I wanted to make a video very briefly because I had an appointment with Dr. Bass at John Radcliffe Hospital in Oxford, and I have now been referred to Charing Cross in London. So it's not exactly a T letter, but it's a referral to a gender identity clinic, which is good news. And yeah, and I wanted to talk about my appointment actually because a few things came up. He said that there's this guy called Simon Baron Cohen, who is Sacha Baron Cohen, the guy that does Borat, Ali G, and those things. That's Simon Baron Cohen is his uncle. But anyway, he's a psychology academic person, and he released this thing about how Asperger's, which is a form of high functioning autism, is basically, there's this theory that it is basically extreme male brain, and his theory is that well, it's not his theory. He did some research on where Asperger's presents in terms of gender, and for male to female, cisgender female, cisgender male, and female to male, and it was proportionally found to be quite higher in female to male transsexuals, and his theory then was therefore, obviously with Asperger's being viewed as being extreme male brain, that because they grew up, they would have grown up with Asperger's, that possibly would have led to their gender dysphoria. And I had mixed views on this because initially, when my doctor brought this up, with the doctor that I saw brought this up, I thought it didn't make me really think any differently, because I think he saw it as suggesting that I had Asperger's and was a way to devalue the idea that I'm trans, and I saw it more as, okay, so perhaps this is what has caused my gender dysphoria, but that doesn't devalue my gender dysphoria anymore, and the only way to treat my gender dysphoria is through medically transitioning. And so that didn't really make me rethink things, to be honest. So, but when I looked through some of the stuff that Simon Baron Cohen has said, he's been, I don't really like the way that he words things. It's very troubling for me as a trans person. The way that he talks about gender identity issues is just completely collides with the sort of language that we use. So sometimes it can be quite difficult to swallow or to read. So yeah, no, I mean, not much else more to say on that really. The appointment went really well. I've been referred and everything's all going good. In terms of my non-medical transition, I've been trying to train myself vocally. I don't know whether it's working very well. And it's also incredibly frustrating because I've got to concentrate an awful lot for it to work, really. So sometimes I have really good days where I focus on it and it works. And what I'm doing is I'm not actually making a conscious effort to make my voice slower, although I think I do that naturally anyway, just because I don't like it when my voice sounds high, so I try and talk lower anyway, and that's not too much of an effort for me. The thing that I'm struggling with is things like trying to talk slower, because I talk quite fast. Pitching my intonation at the end of my sentences downwards rather than upwards. See, I just did that backwards then. Really, that should have been upwards. Should have been downwards rather than upwards, and I did it the wrong way around. Anyway, so I'm trying to pitch the end of my sentences. I'm trying to make sure that I pitch things in a downward direction. And all of this theory is actually some of the stuff that I've been doing has been specifically aimed towards female to male transsexual voice therapy. Other parts of it are just bits and pieces of male to female transsexual voice therapy, which obviously there's more written on, and I kind of just flip it upside down. So, for example, downward intonation thing, they, with male to female voice therapy, one of the main things that they stress is that at the end of your sentences you pitch your sentences upwards and not downwards. And so I just took that whole theory or that whole thing and used it backwards. I'm packing now. I've started double binding, which I realise is quite dangerous, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stop that now because I started double binding and packing at the same time, and now I've been passing most of the time now, which is fantastic. And I don't want to do anything less that would make me not pass. So I've got myself into a bit of a situation there now, but we'll see. It's slightly hazardous, apparently. Apparently it's kind of dangerous. I'm trying to be careful, so I'm trying to be conscious of. Am I short of breath? Looking for bruises, looking for red marks that stay for a sustained period of time. Those sorts of things, and that kind of thing. But I'm really conscious of the fact that I'm not going to be on testosterone for quite some time, and so I'm trying to I've heard the word natural transition used a lot, so I guess I'll use that, but I haven't yet started working out excessively to try and get more muscles or to get a more male physique yet. So a lot of my natural transition is not from that kind of a thing. It's more voice stuff, clothes. I look at clothes a lot, which kind of clothes help me pass, which don't, and very conscious of that. I find that if I wear kind of plaid sort of shirts, that takes the attention away from my chest area, so I don't that's not as noticeable. But yeah, and this video is like 10 minutes long now, so I think I'm going to cut this off, but that's just my update for now, so bye.